Welcome. So today, I'm going to be ranking and putting every single song from Minecraft Championships into a tier list. Surprisingly enough, browsing through the MCC Reddit, there aren't that many of these. So, I kinda am one of the first people to do this that I have seen. CPK, a couple weeks ago, maybe like 2 weeks ago as of recording this, made one, and I gotta say, I didn't watch it all the way through, I'm gonna be honest. But what I do know is that he kept pretty much every single song in the top 3 tiers. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be ranking them based on MCC standards, not based on just songs in general standards. Because I feel like it's just better that way. I want to say I do think every single song on this list is good. So if you see something in F tier, that just means I think it's not as good based on MCC or Isaac Wilkins standards. So with that being said, I just remember, I'm probably going to say it multiple times throughout this video. Every song in this is good. I don't think any song here is bad. So don't think the ones on the lower tiers, I think they're good. I think every song here is good. Just remember that. That being said, let's get into the tier list. Hey, so only a small percentage of people that watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you come across this video and you enjoy it, consider subscribing, because it's free and you can always change your mind later. And you know what? While you're at it, why don't you check out some of my other videos? They're probably a lot better than this one. And yeah, with that being said, enjoy the video. So the first song you'll ever hear in MCC is 1 Minute to MCC. It's the first song, and it does exactly what it's supposed to do. It's basically saying, hey, the event's starting, let's go. It's the same piano key repeatedly, and then it goes into Decision Dome song. When you look at every other song in MCC, it's pretty underwhelming, and I think that's okay, especially for this song. However, that being said, it is one of the lower tier songs, so I'm gonna put it in D for now. Maybe it'll go up, who knows. Decision Dome is the very next song. I think Decision Dome is better than 1 Minute to MCC. But the thing about Decision Dome is it's good, but it would be better if it wasn't just the same thing over and over again. However, that being said, it doesn't have to be. So, yeah, Decision Dome does do exactly what it's meant to do. However, that being said, I am going to put it in D along with 1 Minute to MCC. The game songs are the absolute best songs. However, BattleBox. I can never remember what BattleBox is. I always, out of every single song, I can kind of remember the rhythm of every single song except for BattleBox. However, I listened to it just before so that I would know, and it's not bad. I mean, I think it has its good rhythm, it has its moments. However, I think BattleBox is a nice C tier. However, I do like the song, and I think BattleBox works really well with the fast-paced style of BattleBox. I think it does do that really well. Yeah. Ace Race! Ace Race is easily the most popular song in the MCC soundtrack, and for good reason as well. It is widely known to be the best song. You'll figure out if I agree with that later on. However, I feel like it would be a little bit criminal if I didn't put it in S tier. It's a very good song. The drum roll, or whatever it's called, the drums, is really good. It's a very good song, and it's very good from start to finish, and I think it does work really well with the game that it's paired with. So yeah, S tier. To Get to the Other Side. I think To Get to the Other Side is one of the mid-tier songs. It's not bad, but it's not super good. it works decently well for the game that it's played. I wouldn't say it's like way better than a couple of like the songs on here. Like, I think it's B or C. It's low B, high C. I'm gonna put it in B for now. We'll see in the future. Oh god, overtime. Okay, so you know, when you're in math class and they have you do that 100 problems like worksheet and you have to do it in like 5 minutes, that's what this reminds me of, and I hated those. F tier. I don't like overtime. It's I think it's the worst song on the soundtrack. I don't really like it. It stresses me out. Now, Sky Battle. Oh boy. Sky Battle is weird, alright? Sky Battle is just a weird song because the beginning half of Sky Battle is a little underwhelming. The beginning half of Sky Battle, I would say, is probably like a D tier, like high mid D tier. I do not like the beginning half of Sky Battle all that much. But the second half fucking slaps. It's so good. The second half, I love it. Oh my gosh, you have no idea. And I think that second half makes up for the first half so much that I think it goes from like D tier all the way up to B tier. However, the question remains, is it higher or lower than To Get to the Other Side? I personally think it's probably higher than To Get to the Other Side, so we're going to put it at the top of B for now. Survival Games is one of the only songs, because, okay, so most songs on the MCC soundtrack, quite a bit of them, easily over half, have that one moment in the song, that one part of the song where the song gets like 10 times better. Survival Games doesn't have that. I do think, as someone who plays a lot of survival games, the song portrays the game well. It portrays the slow-paced battle royale of survival games, but it doesn't have that moment where it speeds up and becomes super fast paced. It's slow paced the whole time. The song gets a little boring. I think it's C tier, so I'm gonna put it. I think it's below Battle Box. It's not a terrible song, but it works really, really well with the game that it's played. But it should have that moment where it speeds up a little bit. So yeah, Gliding. You probably don't know what this song is. Gliding is Terra Swoop Force. This is an MCC. I included it because it's a good song. I'm not gonna lie. I really like listening to it. It's the oldest song on this list, I think. And I think it's really good. I don't have much to say about it other than I think it's good. I think it's an A tier. Parkour Tag. If you're on like your morning jog or something and you want to feel like you're being hunted down by like a maniac, you listen to Parkour Tag. Parkour Tag is really interesting because it's definitely in the B-C tier range. It's either, I think it's probably mid B tier. I don't think it's better than Sky Battle, but I think it's better than To Get to the Other Side. I like it. The song works really well with the game that it's played. It's one of the best up there, so I'm gonna put it right there in B tier. Now, when I said that we will see if Ace Race is my favorite song, it's not, because Hole in the Wall is my favorite MCC song. I feel like I have one of the most controversial opinions when I say Hole in the Wall is the best MCC song. It is, for me, it is good from start to finish, and then it gets like a million times better in like the halfway mark, and you know what I'm talking about when I say it gets like a million times better. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And that like second half is so good. That will rival Kanye West's Donda when it comes out in 2035. I really like Hole in the Wall, and I think it's definitely S tier, and I think it's better than Ace Race. Come at me, Reddit. Build Mart is actually a pretty good song. One of my friends had said one of the most accurate things of all time yesterday when he said Build Mart sounds like every single water level, and that is just true. Alright, Build Mart is a good song. It's a pretty good one. I think it's probably B tier. So I'm gonna go. I think it's top of B tier, actually. I think it is better than Sky Battle. I might move To Get to the Other Side down to the top of C. Yeah, I think I'm gonna move To Get to the Other Side down to to the top of C. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it like that. Alright, Sands of Time is so good. They did so well with Sands of Time. I think Sands of Time, it's really long though. That's one of the things, that's one of the problems I have with it. However, it makes sense that it's long because Sands of Time is a long game. I really like the Sands of Time song. The pacing of that song is so good. However, it's not just S tier. It's missing something. I don't know what, but it's missing something. However, I think it's so good. It's definitely top of A tier, and it'll most likely stay top of A tier. But it's missing something. I don't know what it's missing, but it's just missing something. The Final Duel. This is the song that is played right before Dodgeball. It's basically the announcement of the two teams, and it's a little boring. I'll be honest. It's kind of a boring song. However, it doesn't have to be interesting because it's only there for like 15 seconds or something. That being said, I think the parts where I think it's all right. I don't think it's better than any of the game songs here. I do think it's better than Decision Dome though, so I'm gonna put it at the very top of D. Walk of Fame is the song that you hear right after Dodgeball, and it for some reason slaps. Alright, this song is good. It is never the same. It's different. There's like that. If you listen to the whole song, you know what I'm talking about. The end of the song just pops off for some reason. So I think this is gonna be in B tier. I think it's worse than Build Mart though. I think it's right there in B tier. Dodgeball is easily the most recognizable song in the entirety of MCC. Dodgeball works really well with the game. If there is any game that perfectly represents the game that's being played, it's Dodgeball. But that being said, it's also one of the more stressful songs out there because you don't know what's ever gonna happen. Dodgeball is so like iconic to MCC, and it makes sense because it's a good song. I have been looking for the Dodgeball song for a long time just because I thought it was really good. So this is an easy A tier for me. I don't think it's as good as Hole in the Wall and Ace Race or Gliding or Sands of Time. However, I think it's still one of the best songs in MCC. It's easily the most recognizable song in MCC. I think a second most recognizable song would probably be Decision Dome or Ace Race. However, Dodgeball, one of the best songs in the event. It's easily top 5 for me, as you can see. Yeah, that's about it. I just ranked all 16 songs in MCC. This is the final product of that. I'm gonna leave the link to this tier list in the description. So I would really like to see what people think, because I feel like I have a couple unpopular opinions with this. I feel like just predictions. I feel like Ace Race will probably be at the top most of the time, because I do agree Ace Race is an S tier song. I may have grossly underrated Sands of Time here, because Sands of Time is, for me, is just so close to being S tier. It's just not quite there yet. It's missing something, and I don't know what it is. I wish I knew what it was, but it's missing something, and I'm not too sure. But yeah, this is my my tier list. They're all 16 songs in MCC as of now. I would love to see what other people think, honestly. So please use this tier list. The description will be... The fuck did I just say? The link will be in the description. Yeah. Thanks for watching.